Oke, standby, kamera ready, sound ready, 3, 2, 1, action.
Assalamualaikum, we are from Group 1 and we will be presenting about Chapter 6, Performance Management. The group members are including me, Ariana Nabila binti Teddy.
My name is Putri Nurul Sakinah binti Rosli.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Nurhanisa binti Alizam.
Assalamualaikum and hi everyone, my name is Nur Aiman Nabila.
Hi, my name is Nur Faikafakihah binti Suhaimi.
The issue that we will discuss is about the transition from traditional annual performance reviews to continuous feedback system in performance management. So what is performance management? Performance management is a continuous process where managers and employees talk regularly to evaluate their job responsibilities, expectations, performance, and development plans. Traditional performance reviews are often criticized due to the delayed feedbacks that they give, making it hard for employees to improve in real time. Organizations are now under pressure to use the system that gives continuous feedback. This allows immediate action and supports ongoing employee growth. This shift matches the needs of today's workplace, which focuses more on collaborations, adaptability, and development. It's not just a change in process, but also a change in organizational culture. In order to make it work, the organization has to be ready, use the right technology, and ensure that all the managers are trained and supportive.
Let's take a look at the positive impact of this practice on both employee and the organizations. So the first one is employees. When employees receive a timely and actionable feedback, they can immediately recognize their strength and identify the area for improvement instead of waiting until the end of the year. So this helps them stay on track and grow continuously. So they also gain clarity and goals and expectation. On a regular feedback, ensure they know exactly what is expected of them, which helps them stay aligned with the organization objective. So as the result, employees experience high motivation and job satisfaction. So when managers consistently recognize and support them, it will boost their morale, engagement, and also commitment to their roles. And lastly, they feel less stressed and more confident. So frequent checks reduce the anxiety of annual reviews and also create a supportive environment that encourage ongoing growth. Next is for the organizations. So these practices improve the overall performance and productivity because the problems are identified early and solved faster, which leads to a better result across the company. So they also strengthen the manager and the employee relationships. So by encouraging open communications, building trust, and also turning managers into effective coaches. So another benefit is a better alignment with a changing goals. So organization can quickly adapt to a new priorities and also the market changes. So keeping employees focused on the right tasks. So finally, it boosts employee presentation. Finally, it boosts employee retentions and also the workplace culture. When employees feel valued and supported, turnover decrease and the positive growth focus, culture start to develop. So in short, this positive impact create a win-win situation because the employee feel engaged and motivated, while the organization benefit from the higher performance and a stronger workplace.
There are few negative impacts that I have analyzed. Okay, for employees, the first issue is stress and moral decline. When feedback is too frequent, employees may feel like they are constantly being monitored, which actually creates a pressure and lowers their motivation. Second, there is resistance to change. Okay, many employees are more comfortable with traditional methods, so they might find it is difficult to adapt to ongoing evaluations. Third is feedback overload can occur. If feedback is given too often, it can lose its value and even confuse the employees instead of helping them. Finally, privacy concern may arise as employees might also worry about how their personal performance data is being collected, stored, or used. Okay, on the organizational side, we can see that a first challenge is culture resistance. Established habits and traditional practices can actually slow down the shift to continuous feedback. Second, there are managerial challenges. Not all managers are trained or skilled in giving frequent, constructive feedback, which actually can lower the overall quality. Third is organizations face technological costs and adoption issues. Investing in feedback platform can be expensive, and if the technology is poorly implemented, actually the employees may get frustrated and avoid for using it. Lastly, there are ethical and privacy concerns. If feedback is biased or data is not handled responsibly, it can actually damage the trust, fairness, and even the organizational culture.
So in my part, I share how companies can make continuous feedback work effectively and why it's the best way forward in performance management. So imagine you work hard all year and only 12 months, your boss finally tell you what you did wrong. Wouldn't that feel too late? That's why solutions are needed to make continuous feedback effective. First, train manager. Manager must be trained. Feedback is not about pointing out mistakes. It's about guiding and supporting growth. Training ensures feedback is clear, constructive, and encouraging. Second, use technology tools. Organizations should use technology. Apps and performance platforms can send reminders, track goals, and make feedbacks faster and fair. It's like having a smart assistant for feedback. That's all from me. Thank you.
So next, I will focus on other two key solutions, which is adopting continuous feedback system and fostering cultural transformations. As adopting continuous feedback system, traditionally organizations rely on annual performance reviews. However, these reviews have several weaknesses. For example, feedback is often delayed and may not represent the employee's current situations. This makes corrective actions less effective. The solution is to adopt continuous feedback systems. Continuous feedback system means giving and receiving feedbacks regularly and in real time. So this allows employees to promptly address any issues and improve continuously. It encourages better communication between managers and employees, creating a stronger work relationships. Continuous feedbacks also help personalized development. It aligns individual goals with organizational objectives, ensuring everyone moves in the right direction together. However, transitioning to such a system requires effort. Managers must learn how to give constructive, meaningful feedback frequently. Technology like specialized software can support this process by making feedback easier to track and analyze. So lastly, I will focus on the culture transformation solutions. So moving to continuous feedback is not just about changing processes. It requires a cultural shift within the organizations. A healthy feedback culture relies on trust, openness, and psychological safety. Employees should feel safe receiving feedback without fear or stress. Feedback must be seen as a way to grow and develop, not as a punishment. Leaders play a critical role here. They need to model positive feedback behaviors and encourage their teams to embrace continuous learning. Training is important to equip managers with the skills to deliver supportive feedback effectively. Recognizing and rewarding employees who accept and act on feedback also reinforces this culture. In summary, successful performance management today is a combination of continuous feedback backed by a supportive organizational culture. Together, these solutions enhance employee engagement and drive organizational success. Thank you.
In conclusion, the shift from annual reviews to continuous feedback is a transformation in performance management. Although there are challenges, the benefits such as higher engagement, agility, and innovation outweigh the risks. Continuous feedback builds accountability, collaboration, and long-term success. It is the future of performance management. That's all from us. Thank you.